Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to No Cut Cards Tarot, where we don't cut the cards, we deal them. All right, and I can tell you right now that we are jumping straight into our Scorpio's love reading for the week of May 4th. Now, before we get started, you do see I have a card here. That is because I pre-shuffled the cards before I got started with this reading, and that was the only one that fell out. And I really felt like it meant something for you guys, okay? So we're going to keep it there for now, and we're going to see what comes of it, all right? But before we get started, to all my people who are new to tarot, I do want to let you know that all messages will not resonate with you. Please take the messages that do and run with them, and the messages that don't, leave them where they fall. All right? And if none of them resonate with you, I am so sorry, but I cannot read for everyone at the same time, and all messages will not resonate for everyone, but don't fret, because there are other readers online that are more than happy to have a message ready for you. Okay? And don't hesitate to check them out. So we're going to jump straight into our Scorpio love reading for May 4th. Here we go, Scorpios. Let's see what we got. Scorpios in love for May 4th. Any messages? Ooh, Chile. Yeah. Messages for our Scorpios in love. Messages for our Scorpios in love. Any messages for our Scorpios in love? Ooh. Yeah. That came out. All right, I know that's really crazy because I didn't say anything, but this is not the amount of cards I was going for, but sometimes you just got to take the cards as they come, you know, because honestly, that's the name of the game. We don't cut them, we just deal them, and I give them to you as they come. So this may be a little bit of a reading, but that's fine. All right, Scorpios, let's get down to the nitty gritty. For real, your love reading is a little bit of a mess. But I am sorry to say that you are not going to be getting any sleep anytime soon, because your two overall energy cards are the Nine of Swords and the Lover's card. And that's because you guys are as toxically perfect as it gets. And what I mean by that is exactly what I said. You guys are the perfect union to drive each other crazy. You love each other genuinely. There's a love there, there's an attraction there that neither of you probably understand, that just keeps bringing you back together. But what this person does is they cause you to lose so much sleep, Scorpio. They are driving you crazy, but you can't help but love them anyway. Let's get a little more into the details, which makes a little more sense that you're in this situation because of yourself. You can get out if you want to, but let's be honest. Like the Hangman says, he'd rather just hang around, guys. He likes where he is. He seems peaceful. I mean, granted, yeah, it might be a little hot with that glow around his face, but things will cool down eventually. The sun's got to set sometime, right? It's really funny. The sun's got to set sometimes. Things got to end eventually. Which is funny because when I was getting into your energy, I couldn't stop moving. And I thought it was because the Scorpios I know are typically pretty bubbly and silly, but I think it's because you need to move. You need to get out of this place that you guys have been in for so long and switch things up a little bit. Because yeah, you're in this situation because you want to, but how many headaches are going to be worth it? You're doing this because this is what you've been told to do. That's it. It's literally going to get as cut and dry as this reading can get. You're trying to stick with it. You're trying to hang in there because you're supposed to. You've put in all this work. There's your Eight of Pentacles. Put in all this work. Literally, he's a blacksmith. He's in there working. He's cooking up to make his money to get on with his life so he can live his life. But if you're getting so caught up in the work that you're doing that you can't see your finished product at the end of the tunnel, then it might not even be worth it, okay? Next, we're going to go straight into our Queen of Cups in reverse. That Queen of Cups just represents emotionally you're a little bit everywhere. You can't hold a cup upside down and keep your water in it. Let's be frank. Eventually, it's going to spill everywhere. And that's where you are right now. You are borderline, excuse my French, losing your shit. Okay? That's sending you into this Four of Pentacles mode, which is a little selfish. Because you're like, at this point, for real, if you're not going to do for me, somebody got to do for me, okay? And I can't really blame you for that, because that is what it is. Somebody's got to love you at the end of the day. So you need to get your emotional cup back where it needs to be and give a little to yourself. Hold on to what you got for you until they situate themselves. Because, yeah, you love them, but they're still a bit toxic. Until they change, don't give up nothing else. Hold on. There's a fine line between greedy and frugal, okay? If you're holding on to your coins, not to give them up to anybody, that's just plain old greedy. But if you're willing to help others who help themselves, now that's frugal, okay? Be a little more frugal with what you have to those around you, because people will use you until you are all used up, baby. And then they're going to move on to the next one. And that ain't right. So don't let them use you. Keep your eyes open. All right. Next, you have your Four of Swords, which is as plain as it gets in your situation. You need a rest. You need a break. You need to take a step back, lay down, marinate on your thoughts, and figure out where y'all want to go from here. Because it's not the happiest places, but I feel like I know where you're going to go, because your Fool is right here. And I'm not calling you a fool, you know. Now, if the shoe fits, but I'm not calling you a fool. You're going to take that leap of faith, because that's what you do. That's who you are. You were this proud, undeniably strong person who could give a damn about how they make you feel. Your feelings are minuscule in the situation as far as you're concerned. You're doing what's right, and that's about all that matters to you. You are standing by them because that's what you said you were going to do. You're a person of your word, and you feel like as long as you have your word, you're never going to be broke. You're about the richest person alive when it comes to your word. You are downright as real as it gets. You're going to give it to them how it comes, regardless of how they feel about it. And the world. The world is fruitful. The world is fertile. The world is strong. It's serene. It's cyclical. So you are coming into a new phase, and I think it's going to be good for you guys, but it's not going to be good if you just keep repeating the same cycle. If you just hang in there and don't change anything, you're just going to end up repeating the same cycle with this person. Now, if you try to change a little bit and figure out the actual root cause of your problem and stand up for yourself, I'm really thinking you guys can get somewhere. I am going to clarify that world to see where it takes us. And then we will go into some advice cards, because there was really no clarification. You guys got enough cards that they damn near clarified themselves, okay? Clarify the world for our Scorpios in love for the week of May 4th. Clarify the world for our Scorpios in reverse for the week of May 4th. Clarify the world for our Scorpios in reverse. Yeah, I'm sorry to tell you guys, but it looks like I was right. Sometimes you just gotta take your eye off the ball, okay? To get a new perception of the game floor, to see where everybody's at, you gotta stop staring at the ball, all right? That's why basketball was what came out to me, because let's be honest, I don't really watch basketball, but basketball was what you needed to hear, I guess. But you got your Four of Cups. Your Four of Cups, you're so distracted with the fuck you got going on that you can't even see this person over here, this genuine ass person who can't even get on the land, but she came as close as she could to show you that she's here for you. She's fucking riding for you. Excuse my French, I'm sorry. But she's over here riding for you, and you can't even tell because you so caught up in your little empty cups over there, all up in your feelings, that you can't see this natural rider. Everybody wants to ride or die, but nobody can fucking... She's right there. She's right there. Turn your face. Get out of your little feelings. Get out of your little resentment bubble and move on. You're only here because you want to be. Don't be a fool. Which is actually what our next card is saying. Don't be a fool. Typically, this tells you to take a leap of faith. Step out of your comfort zone. Take that step. Sometimes you just gotta jump off a cliff and see where you fall. Please, nobody actually jump off a cliff. But sometimes you just got to take that leap of faith and see where it takes you. Now, I thought this was really interesting because the Queen of Swords is my bad bitch card and my Knight of Wands is my doer. So sometimes you just gotta be a bad bitch and do it right. Because honestly, at the end of the day, people step over people who appear to be weaker than them. And sometimes you gotta stand up for what's right and stand up for yourself and do what you gotta do. And this is gonna be one of those situations for you guys. So now it's time to shed that baby, I love you, I'll do anything for you skin and step into your bad bitch if you want me, come get me skin, okay? Figure out what you want and go after it. And if they what you want, make them come after you. All right? So, Scorpios, let's see what our love whispers have to say before we send you on your way. All right? Messages for our Scorpios in love for the week of May 4th. Messages for our Scorpios in love for the week of May 4th. Scorpios in love for the week of May 4th. Messages for our Scorpios in love for the week of May 4th. Messages for our Scorpios in love for the week of May 4th. Messages for love for the week of May 4th. Scorpios in love. Scorpios in love for the week of May 4th. Scorpios in love. Oh, got some. Thought they'd come. Ooh. Scorpios in love for the week of May 4th. And full one. Scorpios in love. Ooh. All right, now we have all of your love whisper messages. Let's see what they got to say. All right, so our first one is take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are changed forever, which is an understatement, okay? Yeah, you feel like you're in love right now, but that's only because you don't know what real love is. And I hate to say it that way, but it's as blunt as I can get, okay? Take a chance on stepping out of your comfort zone, getting up off this tree, being that bad bitch you want to be, and following the love that's actually out there for you, okay? Stop letting this person give you headaches and nightmares because you think they're the only love of your life. Sometimes you're lucky enough to have 2, 3, maybe 4. And maybe if you're super lucky, a little bit more, okay? Forgiveness. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. Now, when I'm saying leave this person, I'm not saying leave them in the whole relationship. I'm saying forgive them for not being what you needed them to, not being what you needed them to be. And move on. Sometimes it's as good as it can get. Sometimes you just have to be able to look yourself in the face and say, as much as I love you, I have to love me more. And this isn't working for me. And that doesn't always mean letting go of someone. That just means moving into the next chapter of your relationship. And sometimes it's going backward into a friendship. Rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take a break, which is something that has reoccurred for you already. Please, please, please heed the warning. Take some mental rest. And that doesn't mean go home and go to sleep. That could just mean find your happy place. Go and find somewhere that you can be perfectly alone with your thoughts, which is as scary as it gets because sometimes you don't know what you're going to say. Receive love with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is a way to show love. Sometimes showing love is as simple as saying thank you for somebody doing something minuscule, something that you don't even think means anything. Sometimes just saying thank you is another way to show somebody that you appreciate them. And it's a step in the right direction. Ask for help. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. Sometimes we're just scared to tell people what we need. And if you need something that you're not getting, I can't give it to you if I don't know you need it. Open your mouth. Use your big girl words and tell me what you need. Because that's the only way you're going to get it. The union of hearts, a love connection that defies explanation. Which is exactly what this is, but not all love is worth it. And for all you know, you could possibly passing up this union of hearts for a whole new one, for a second one, for a better one. You'd be passing up the love of a moment for the love of your life. Relationship patterns. It takes strength to recognize the need for change. I'm not saying you guys aren't perfect. I'm just saying that right now, you guys could use a nudge in the right direction. Take note of what what cycles you fall into and work on breaking them. If they're negative cycles, break them. The sooner the better. Okay? I hope you guys enjoyed your reading, Scorpios, and I hope that this leads you to love. And if you didn't like your reading, there's always next week to get a new deal.